Have a hug. I didn't get a hug this morning. Corbin, what are you gonna learn?
Corbin, where are we?
Look at mommy.
Where are we?
The doctor. Well, who is it?
It's not the doctor. Who is it? Tell me who it is.
This is how you write. This is how you write. So this is how you write.
Corbin,
This is how you write.
tell me where we're at.
The doctor.
The out.
Where?
Searching fun.
Anyway.
Searching fun.
Oh, the gel fell off a little bit.
It's very warm.
Yes, it's nice and warm. I see right there, but it's kind of like
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe so you can continue seeing my videos. And please give my videos a like so that YouTube knows to push them to more mamas. If you're new here, my name's Haley. I am an almost 28-year-old mom. I have a 3-year-old son, and my daughter would be 15 months, but she was stillborn in March of 2020. I'm now pregnant with our rainbow baby. I am 12 weeks and 4 days today. So I had my second real midwife appointment today. My mom went with me and Corbin because Fauna couldn't go, and I don't want to go to appointments by myself. I just don't want to get bad news. But I did take a little bit of footage there, but not much. I'll put that in. So last night, I have not looked for the baby's heartbeat at all, and I pulled out my old Doppler that I had with Maggie and used that, and it took me like 15 minutes, and I was just like not being able to find her heartbeat at all, or hers, the baby's heartbeat. I don't know what the baby is. But I could not find the baby's heartbeat. I am overweight, and I'm only 12 and a half weeks, so it is going to be kind of hard to see the baby. It is going to be kind of hard to hear the baby's heartbeat. So I gave myself 15 minutes, and I didn't want to get stressed out. I knew that it was just because of that, and there was no reason to get stressed out. And I asked God, I prayed, and I said, God, please allow me to hear this baby's heartbeat. I really need this. And I swear to y'all, not a second later, I found the baby's heartbeat. I'll put that in right now. But yeah, so found the baby's heartbeat. I'm pretty sure it's the baby's. Went to... Oh, Corbin just woke up. Okay. He's in my room. I told him he has to have quiet time because he did not take a nap today. I think he slept for like 30 minutes and then woke up, and then he's been laying in there trying to get back to sleep for like 20 minutes. So, I'm not making him go to sleep, but he has to have quiet time. So he's in my bed watching TV. I told him whenever his movie's over, then he can come out. So I did that last night. And then today I had my midwife appointment at 10. My mom went with me, and Corbin. I don't want to go to appointments alone anymore. I just don't want anything bad to happen. But I was more excited because I did hear the baby's heartbeat, so I was more excited. So whenever we got there, she did all the normal stuff, and then I hopped on the table, and she was trying to find the baby's heartbeat, but she could not find it at all. Since I am overweight, I think it's a little bit harder to find it because I had to push pretty hard last night to find it, and she just kept saying, like, I don't want to push too hard, I don't want to hurt you. And so she couldn't find it with the Doppler. She thought she found it a couple times, but mine was kind of over the baby's. And then we did the ultrasound, and again, her ultrasound machine is not like the best. We were looking at it on her phone. So it took us a long time. At first, she was not seeing anything, nothing on the screen at all, nothing. No sac, nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, the baby didn't just disappear. And it took her a while, and then we seen something at the very bottom of the screen, and it was like a little white blob. And she was like, I'm pretty sure that's the baby. And then she went over and she was able to see it, and you could see the flickering on the heart. So she ended up getting the heart rate through the ultrasound, and it was 143. But she still wasn't getting a very good picture of the baby. She got a good enough picture to measure it, and the baby's measuring 13 weeks. So a little over what I'm supposed to be, so that's good. Baby's growing good. But I definitely was nervous because we weren't able to get a heart rate for a while, and then she tried again, and she finally found the baby, and the baby was like bouncing and moving around. But by that time, I wasn't even recording because it had been a while, and so I had stopped recording, and I should have gave the phone to my mom to record, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was just kind of nervous because she wasn't really finding anything. But the baby was like literally bouncing around in there, like moving all around. She sent me like one of the pictures that she got, but again, you can't tell what it is. Literally just looks like a white blob, but I'll put it in. I wish I would have got the recording so I could have showed Fonda, but I was just stressed. So yeah, it went good. Baby's doing good. Growing right on time, and I'm so happy and excited. So I have like another 2 months before I have to have an anatomy scan, so that's a while. We are going, I mentioned last time, we are going on a trip to New Mexico. Me and Fonda, we're driving to New Mexico. It'll be like 13 hours. And we're driving there for my doula class. But I do want to go to the ultrasound lady that did Corbin and Maggie's 3D ultrasound and see if she can get some better pictures, because she has a really good quality machine of the baby before we leave. So that'll be exciting. And maybe I'll get some good pictures of the baby. And I'll be a few more weeks. So I'll be like around 15 or 16 weeks. So yeah. But that's about it. Oh, Corbin, my mom picked us up. I was switching the car seat over to her car, and she was like, "You ready to go to the doctor? We gotta go to your mom's doctor's appointment." And he was like, "No, it's not a doctor. It's not a doctor." And he kept telling her that, and she was like, "It is a doctor. We're going to the doctor's appointment." And he was like, "No, it's a midwife." So he kept getting mad at her because she was calling it a doctor and not a midwife. So I just thought that was funny little, his mom loves birth, so I just thought it was so funny that he just like knew that it wasn't a doctor. Okay, but I will talk to y'all again later. Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm sitting here editing this vlog, and I realized that this is from when I was 12 and a half weeks, was the last midwife appointment that I filmed for, and I never posted it. I just had an appointment last week. I'll be 18 weeks in, today's Thursday, so I'll be 18 weeks in 2 days. But I did have another midwife's appointment, so I'm going to make this like a combined vlog. But I wanted to tell y'all how the pregnancy is going so far. So since I'm almost 18 weeks, since the beginning, nothing's really changed. I'm still nauseous all the time, going to the bathroom all the time. I had like 2 weeks where my legs, more my feet were like extremely swollen. But now everything is a lot better. I haven't really been swollen at all this week, so that's really good. We went on our trip. We came back from our trip last Tuesday. On the trip, it was like extremely swollen. I think because we were so elevated. I live in Texas, so we're at sea level in Texas near like Galveston, in between Houston and Galveston. So pretty much at sea level, and we were 7,000 to 13,000 feet elevation when we were there. So yeah, almost 18 weeks. Everything's going good. I'm feeling kicks all the time. They're not like super consistent, and we're pretty sure that I have an anterior placenta. So, they're not like super, super strong, but I can feel kicks from the baby like all the time, every day. So that's good. This is pregnancy after loss. So, it has been, a little bit better to be feeling kicks, because I know that the baby's alive. But then at the same time, if I have like a slower movement day, or a day where I just can't feel baby as much because baby is still pretty small, and since I do have an anterior placenta, but that makes it harder to feel kicks too. But I'm surprised I've been feeling them this early on, like literally mild little flutters since like 10 weeks. And then since about 14 and a half, 15 weeks, it's been a lot more. And then whenever we were on our trip driving up there, it was like very, very, very consistent. So for the last week or two, it's been every single day, which is really nice. Yeah, so the anxiety has been bad some days, but I'm trying not to let it get the best of me. Every time I just pray, and I just know that everything is in God's control, and there's really only so much that I can do to make sure this baby is healthy and thriving. So I'm doing what I can do, but besides that, everything else is out of my hands. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure it'll get more anxiety filled the further I go along, knowing that I can feel this baby and how big the baby is. If you look up 17 weeks or 18 weeks on Google, they have molds of the little babies that like people sell, and I mean the baby's like as long as your hand, like feet sticking off your hand if it's stretched out. So it's pretty big. So knowing that gives me anxiety, knowing that if I did have to birth this baby now, it would be very, very big. Like, so I think stillbirth is considered stillbirth at 20 weeks, and I'll be 18 in a couple weeks. So it's crazy how most people look at that like point around 24 weeks or whatever as viability. And to me, I just like think of it as a bigger dead baby. It sucks. Stillbirth like really takes away like the like blissfulness of pregnancy. You just don't really feel that all the time. But yeah, we're closer to stillbirth than we are just like a miscarriage. But let me show y'all the bump, and then I'm gonna get back to editing. I'm just so thankful for this baby, so thankful for this experiment, so thankful for this experience, and to be able to feel life growing inside of me again is just like something that I never thought that I would be able to feel again. You know, you just like get in your head. After you've carried death in your womb, in your body, it's just a really big deal to feel life moving. So let me show y'all the bump. Okay, so bump. Pretty big. Yeah. This is the biggest I've ever been. Well, weight-wise too for a pregnancy, so not to my favorite thing, but it's bumping. All right, bye y'all. It's crazy how much they grew. Remember last time I couldn't even find it. It was so low under the pubic bone. Crazy because I feel so much movement.
Yeah.
And with Maggie, I really didn't feel anything until like 20 weeks. I was really hoping I did not have another issue or something.
Yeah. Okay, so the guy said you want to just like find the crescent shape and get it to be like as clear of edges as you can.
His feet.
The legs are crossed like this?
Yes,
Or the feet?
crisscrossed.
Yeah.
It's whenever they have a lot of room in there, then you can see all their.
The whole body in
Yeah.
one shot, yeah. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good shot. But this is good.
But
And then I think it says to get the measurements like 3 times, right?
yeah,
To get like a roundabout.
and then
And I
but
think
I don't
have
know
the app on my phone.
if my little ruler. Oh, okay. I think I can do C and L because everything else is like allocated. And then he said to go from the tip to the tip. So my daughter, 16 weeks, was like, "What? Then go back to the head where I know.
What if accidentally you go over part of it?
Oh yeah.
And then you just don't say anything?
You don't want to know either, right? That's
No.
what you were telling me, so
Yeah.
you don't like mess it up.
I don't want to know either, so I don't mess it up. Look at the arms and the legs and the arms.
I feel like it's in my fingers for a second.
You probably did.
Yeah, he probably did.
Because those were the knees.
Those are some long legs.
Right?
You look long. Definitely moving around.
Yep.
I see, like, I can't feel those movements.
yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. Little body. Being a group text. Yeah. So the head is right here.
Yeah, I think so.
What is it from the top? Weird.
That's a panel.
Right? I know.
But I think it's from the top.
There, look, the whole
Oh.
See the whole one? Yeah, with the feet and the hands.
Oh, the
here.
hands are very small.
It's moving a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get Casey in kitchen because I don't want him to be upset that we didn't call him in here to see the baby.